Hey Pisces Kingdom. I'm tuning in for a reading today. I went ahead and pre-shuffled and laid out the spread so that these readings are not super long. We will clarify on camera if we have to. And also, guys, go ahead and check your inbox if you've ordered a service. I went ahead and sent out a few services. There's a couple more to go today and tomorrow. And also, if you're waiting on an initiation service, if you emailed me, I will be getting back to you guys. I'm opening up my schedule to make a little bit more time. For those of you who've emailed me about opening up more services or doing discounts on the readings, I will in the future when I have a little bit more time. But for now, I went ahead and linked the information in the description box below, but I went ahead and partnered up with Keen, and they are offering a discount. So if you need any advice or you need to get a reading or anything like that, they do have a discount available. And I went ahead and linked it down below in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. The Empress being your general energy, followed by the Knight of Wands, the Hierophant in the reverse, Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then Ace of Swords. What I'm seeing here, Pisces, is that, like, straight up with the Hierophant in the reverse, is you're releasing some kind of old stories or old beliefs that kept you restricted, okay, in some kind of dynamic or in some kind of paradigm. You're letting go of that, and that's allowing you to tune back into your passion. It's allowing you to tune back into your creativity and your motivation for life, your lust for life, and kind of like running a little bit wild, allowing yourself to really flourish and tune into the energies that truly excite you, that truly light you up, and not just how things have to be, okay? Because this talks about dogma. It talks about being very, very traditional or conventional, but in the reverse, in the shadow, it talks about it not benefiting you in some way. It kind of restricting you or keeping you in a box in some kind of way. And this is the entire opposite. This is kind of like, you know, running wild and free and allowing that teenager version of yourself to come out and play. A lot of people, again, this message came in your last, I believe, 2 readings ago. A lot of people talk about the inner wounded child and doing the inner child work. And that does come more from a place of innocence, whereas the teenager version of ourselves tends to be the most repressed version of ourselves. Because again, when you are a teenager, you're testing the boundaries. You tend to get in trouble more. You tend to, you know, push the limits a little bit too far. And that version of ourselves tends to be more restricted. And what's coming up right here, because this talks about the Hierophant and that connection to the divine, that wisdom, but this is the entire opposite. This is just being wild and free and young at heart. There's a saying that goes, to be old and wise, you must first be young and stupid, okay? And not necessarily that, okay? Not necessarily saying to do things recklessly, but to really allow yourself to live it up a little bit and to allow that wild side of you to come out and play, because that reignites the flame. That puts you back into a state where you're connected to the passion, to the flow, to the creativity, to the flame, and not doing things in a very repetitive kind of way where, again, it can restrict your creativity or your passion or trap you in some kind of paradigm that's not really taking you anywhere, that is not even fulfilling you, not making you happy, and not getting you to where you want to be. And so this talks about releasing that paradigm, releasing those old stories, kind of like, I don't want to say unboxing, but like liberating yourself from things that are no longer beneficial to you and tuning into that passion, tuning into that creativity that's going to get you exactly where you want to be. Okay? Because this can even be like doing things in a certain kind of way because it's the thing that you're supposed to do or how people expect you to show up, but it can cut out your creative avenues. It can cut out that flow, that passion, that flame, and it just becomes more about the things that you have to do. Not the things that you want to do, not the things that you get to do, but the things that you have to do, how you have to show up, right? It can even be outside expectations placed upon you, right? That can eventually start to make you feel like you're being constricted, right? Or boxed in or labeled or categorized a certain kind of way. And then that Knight of Wands is breaking free. That Knight of Wands doesn't care. She really does not care how other people perceive her, how other people think about her. She's just kind of in the moment. She's allowing the flow of the flame to guide her into the things that will spark her the most. And this leads to the Empress, to your abundance. It also leads to the Ace of Cups. And you have 2 aces in your spread, okay? 2 brand new beginnings coming in for you, Pisces. You have an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Swords. So I want to know a little bit more before we move on, because I feel like there's a lot coming in from these first few cards. But yeah, you're breaking free from something. I feel like some people might have placed some responsibilities or expectations upon you that just started to kind of shut out your creativity or your passion or your flow without even realizing it. Because the Hierophant's not in the upright. It talks about you having a very strong connection with the divine, yes, but some people or outside circumstances trying to kind of box you in into how you can show up, how you can express those sides of yourself. I want to know a little bit more. Holy Spirit, what is the Hierophant in the reverse for Pisces? What exactly is this? Please clarify. Ace of Wands in the reverse. You have another ace. Whatever this was, Pisces, it was putting out your flame. It was putting out your passion. What is the Hierophant for Pisces? What exactly is this? It's too many cards. I'm going to put those back. What is the Hierophant for Pisces? What is the Hierophant in the reverse for Pisces? Clarify. Clarify this energy, Holy Spirit. Yeah, you keep getting a lot of cards. Okay, we had a 10 of Pentacles here. We have the Hangman, the Death and the Rebirth, 7 of Swords to the Justice to the 2 of Cups. Okay, it's not a what, it's more so a who, because we have a 7 of Cups to the 2 of Cups. Someone wanted you to become something that you weren't, so that you could fit in, or so that you could fit the expectation or the mold in some way. But there's some kind of deceit attached to that. Someone wanted you to become something else. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's like it's having like a lot of expectation, like things have to be this way. It's gonna be this way, my way or the highway kind of energy. Okay, this could be in a work dynamic, it could be in a family dynamic, it could be in the community, in a group of friends, in a relationship, in a partnership. It's not so much a what, it's a who. It's like kind of placing these limits. Like Pisces, you can only color inside of the lines. You can only color like just being told what you can do and what you can't do. How you should show up, how you shouldn't show up. And it started to put out the flame. This Ace of Wands, this passionate new beginning started to like, it put out the flame. These expectations, these rules, this dogmatic way of being, okay, it started to kind of cut off your creativity or your creative outlets. And then Hangman in the reverse. This is Spirit saying there's a need to see this in a different way, in a different light. Okay, your freedom, your wild side, your passion, your creativity threatens somebody else's idea of you or the mold that they were trying to fit you into. Yeah, 7 of Swords, it's deceptive though. It's a deceptive kind of energy. Someone wanted to transform you or make you into something that you weren't. Death and Rebirth in the reverse. This is a transformation card. It's also a major arcana. They wanted to, wow, it's like they wanted to like put you in a box. Like they wanted to like change you. Like they wanted to change some things about you in a very like underhanded kind of deceptive kind of way. This is kind of weird. Like this message is taking a turn. I don't know why so many cards came to clarify this card. I want to know a little bit more. Who is the 7 of Swords, Holy Spirit? Why is the 7 of Swords here? They were trying to change you with lies. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower, the King of Wands in the reverse, and then we have 6 of Wands to 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm gonna move this just a little bit so you guys can see these cards. Okay, this person was acting from the shadow, and they felt like they invested into you, but what they invested was lies. Okay, like they tried to create a certain kind of narrative here. They tried to create some kind of narrative here. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They were very, very ungrounded. Okay, it's like whatever kind of rules they were going by, okay, whatever kind of like my way or the highway, like whatever they were going by is a lie. Like it really is a lie. Like they're holding up a lie, and this hasn't worked out in the past, and they tried to do this to you, but then the hangman in the reverse, you are untethered. That, like, simply, it did not apply to you. It's like if they tell you, Pisces, you can only color, like, you can only color in between the lines, or you can't color outside of the lines. Like, you're the type of person that you would just like crumble the whole paper and rip it apart and just throw it away. Like, you don't play those games. You're not a part of that. You're showing up as a hangman. You are untethered, and you don't allow the earthly world to kind of take you down. You don't allow the earthly world or the rules or laws and regulations to kind of put you in a box or pinpoint you, or, you know, it's like a lot of people can't figure you out in a sense. So it's like they can't even figure you out, but they try to control you. So it's like, it's kind of like blowing up in their face, because Seven of Swords, the way that they tried to, like, it's like they were trying to, feels like build a bear. Like they were trying to build you into something. They were trying to make something, like they were trying to fit you in some kind of a mold, but it's like you are untethered. Like you don't fit in those molds. You don't even belong to that realm of things. Death and rebirth, they were trying to transform you into something that you weren't, with lies and deceit. Seven of Swords. King of Wands in the reverse. This person, again, with the Seven of Swords and the King of Wands in the reverse, it's like they built a lie, okay? Whoever this person is, they built a lie. Could be a group of people, could be a person, but they built a lie. And a lot of people tend to kind of just, like, they tend to feed into that. Like they built a whole world. They built a whole paradigm, a whole set of rules, laws, and regulations. And a lot of people tend to fall into that. They buy into the lies. They buy into the deceit. And they tend to kind of feed into that lie. They tend to feed into that paradigm. But then the Tower comes in. When they did that to you, the whole thing fell apart. It was a house of cards because there was no integrity. There was no truth. There was no truth to the situation. They feel very ungrounded when it comes to you because you don't follow the rules. And you're not predictable. You're not predictable at all. You kind of do things your way. Like you don't even know what to expect from yourself because you're kind of unpredictable. You allow the divine to work through you. You allow the divine to guide you. You are untethered, hangman. You see how the ties have been cut from the wrist? She's not actually tied to anything. Nothing can bound her, nothing owns her or him, right? And so when they tried to do this to you, it's like not only did it not work on you, but the whole story kind of came crumbling down. This is an ego death. This also represents a Tower moment, like the whole house of cards falling down because there was no integrity. It was built on a lie. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They feel very ungrounded when it comes to you because whatever methods they were using did not work on you. This is a shadow, okay? I don't know what the situation was for you. Seven of Pentacles. They think that they have some kind of ownership towards you because the Seven of Pentacles talks about making an investment towards you. But that's a lie. Like, it's not an investment. 7-7. This is lies and deceit. There is no actual investment. I'm wondering, Pisces, if these people or if this person actually believes their own lies. Okay, like they lie so much that they might actually believe their own lies. Okay, because Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, they feel like you are some kind of investment to them. Like they invested into you and they're trying to get back their return. But the thing is, if they deposited lies and deceit, that's what they're going to get out of that. So how do they expect to collect some fruits, right, off of this tree when what they invested, when they put in, was this? It's like if you put trash in, you're going to get trash out, right? Like if you invested lies and deceit, that's what you're going to cash out, right? Like I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of like trying to, I don't know, it's like going to the store and paying with Monopoly money. Like it's just not going to go through. Like they're not going to, I don't know. It just feels like a big lie, but it feels like they lie so much, or they believe the lies so much that like they even deceive themselves through this lie. They even believe the lie themselves. Yeah, it's like they were feeding this monster. They were feeding this narrative. And when it came to you, not only did it not work on you, but the whole thing came crumbling down. That's why the Hierophant's in the reverse. My way or the highway, this dogmatic, this paradigm was not necessarily working out. and you were some kind of a tower moment, Pisces. The thing is, they feel like they have some kind of ownership over you, like they own you in some kind of way, or like they're trying to collect some kind of investment off of you. That's so like, I did not expect this message to come in. This is why I usually don't clarify, because it starts to get a little bit more specific. Then we have the Six of Wands. You're coming out victorious from the situation because the Justice is here. There is some kind of divine intervention coming in for you, Pisces, because it feels like you were not even like, this kind of just came out of the blue. Like you were just focused on doing your own thing. Somebody comes around, they get some kind of interest or some kind of attraction towards you, and they want you to be a part of their life. They want to pull you into their game some way, somehow, and they try to use all the tactics that they use on everybody else. But with you, it doesn't work because you're showing up as the Hangman. You are untethered and you see things from a different perspective, upside down. You get a whole different kind of view over the situation, and this is how you move. And that's what they don't know how to control. They don't know how to predict your moves. They don't know, like, you're very unpredictable, and that makes them feel very anxious or nervous because they're usually able to predict how people are going to react. It's like, if I push this button or if I pull that string, they're gonna do this. Like they're used to being 10 steps ahead. Again, they fed this narrative or they fed this lie so much that they started to believe it themselves. And when you come in, you're not the one to color in between the lines, right? You're not the one to color, inside of the lines. Like, you're the type of person that you don't even care about their game. You just rip the whole piece of paper and you throw it away. You don't even care to follow the rules. You just do you. You do your own thing. And you're untethered. Like, this world doesn't really have a hold on you. You receive your guidance from the divine. You're very, in a sense, they get a little bit uneasy around you because they don't know how to anticipate or how to predict your moves. You're a little bit wild to them. You're like a wild card to them, and that's not something that they're comfortable with because they rule out of the shadow energy, and they rule like this: lies and deceit. And you could see right through that because the Hangman is here. You see how she hangs herself upside down? And as she's looking at things from upside down, she gets this light. That light represents illumination. It means that you can see past the curtain. It's like you peeked underneath their skirt. Like, you know what's up there. You could see right through it, and it just doesn't work on you. So this whole thing came crashing down. And when it comes to you, they feel a little bit nervous, a little uneasy, because you can see them. You can really see them. And also because it created some kind of a tower moment in their lives. Like, you were the wild card part, like Pisces, you were the wild card. It's like they were trying to pull one over your eyes. They were trying to kind of feed you a lie or get you to partake in this paradigm, in this narrative, like everybody else. And not only did it not work on you, the whole thing came crashing down. So it's kind of like you reversed Uno the whole thing to them. Like, what they were trying to do to you, you reversed Uno, okay? Like, it kind of like it blew up in their face in a sense. And now, it's like you were the wild card. You're the one that they couldn't control. The one that got away. Justice to the Six of Wands. You're coming out victorious because there's divine intervention. This whole thing is working in your favor, Pisces. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what's going on here, but the whole thing is working in your favor. Because what I'm getting here is like you're focused on your own thing, the Empress, okay? This situation kind of comes out of the blue. Like, you were not expecting this to happen. You were not expecting this to come into your field. And then all of a sudden it comes into your field because someone catches interest in you. And they try to kind of, like, they tried to get the trophy. Like, they wanted that trophy on their shelf. They wanted to put you in a box. They wanted you to be a part of their game. I don't know why, but Justice in the Six of Wands, their methods and their tactics were deceitful, and they lack integrity. So this is why there was divine intervention, not only because what they're doing is wrong, but because they did it to you. And the Hangman, you're showing up as a major arcana. You're God's child. You don't do that to a Pisces. Again, you're the oldest sign on the zodiac wheel. You're the wisest one. You're the closest one to the divine. So then justice comes in. Divine steps in on your behalf. And the whole thing, some way, somehow, works in your favor. And you receive some kind of a victory through this process. This is kind of, yeah, I feel like this is taking the reading somewhere else. Death and rebirth in the reverse. They were trying to mold you and shape you and make you into something that you're not, to kind of like play a part in their game. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, like I keep being brought back to this right here. It's like they think that they made an investment on you, but what they deposited was lies and deceit. So they're trying to collect, they're trying to cash out, but all they're going to cash out is some karma. Death and rebirth, you are the karma. Tower moment. It's like they're coming back, they're like, hey, where's my return of investment? Where's my ROI? I invested into Pisces. Yeah, but what they invested was lies and deceit. So they're trying to cash out, and what they're cashing out is a tower moment. They're cashing out some kind of a big, like, karmic, it's like an end to their ways, but it's also coming in as karma. I don't know what this is or what they did, Pisces, but this is the end to their ways. Two of Cups. Something's coming into union here for you, Pisces. That's why whatever the situation was, it's kind of like it came out of a left field. Like it came out of the blue. Like it was not something that you were even like expecting. But some way, somehow, Spirit is turning the whole situation in your favor. And you're receiving some kind of victory, and it's actually guiding you to some kind of union in your life. Because we have the Ace of Cups being card number 1 to the Two of Cups. So it goes from 1 to 2. Yeah. It's like you were the wild card, okay? You reversed Uno, whatever they were trying to do to you. Unconsciously, like you were not even aware that this was happening. This is why there's divine intervention. Okay, Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about the justice? What is this justice for Pisces? Tell us more. What is this justice for Pisces? 8 of Pentacles to 6 of Pentacles. Something's gonna work in your favor, okay? 8 of Pentacles to 6 of Pentacles. You are gonna be able to cash out on this situation. Because I'm getting that you had nothing to do with this. This just kind of came into your field. Someone took interest in you. Someone saw some kind of potential in you, and they wanted to bring you on. They wanted to bring you in, and they wanted to manifest off of you. They wanted to take advantage of some kind of a skill or experience, or your status, or your business, or something that you have, okay, that you're really good at. 8 of Pentacles, something that you're really good at. They wanted to kind of bring that in a sense. They wanted to kind of pull you into their game because of whatever this is for you, whatever it is that you're good at. That's what they wanted. But the way that they were trying to lure you in was with lies and deceit. And the whole thing is working in your favor. Believe it or not, 6 of Wands, you're going to come out victorious out of the situation because justice, there is divine intervention. 6 of Pentacles, it comes back to you. It's like they were trying to cash off of you, and you're going to end up cashing out of the whole situation. 6-6, you come out victorious. Wow, this is kind of crazy, Pisces. Again, if this is your reading, it's going to resonate. You're going to know who you are. But it's like you reversed Uno, their tactics. They're not used to this. They're not used to dealing with anything like it usually works for them. That's why it's a tower moment. They were not expecting this to happen. They feel very, again, around you, they feel very ungrounded, very uneasy. They feel like you can see right through them. They feel like they can't really hide anything when it comes to you. And you make them nervous. You really make them nervous. Like, you can see past the ego. You can see past this character that they tried to build and create, because the King of Wands is in the reverse, clarifying the 7 of Swords. This whole character, this whole story, this whole paradigm was built on a lie. It was built on deceit. It's like they may have known in the beginning, okay, what they were doing, but because so many people kept buying into the lie and feeding the lie and feeding the lie, they began to believe their own lies. So this kind of comes like a shocking moment of like cold water, like an ice bucket, right? Of cold water where it's like, whoa, tower moment. The house of cards fell because it was not built upon integrity. Can you guys hear the sirens? I'm gonna take that as a sign. Yeah, there's no integrity in whatever this was. Whatever this lie was. Okay, Holy Spirit, tell us more. What is this Two of Cups for Pisces? What is the Two of Cups for Pisces? What is this about? Okay. We got the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Chariot in the reverse. Okay, so King of Pentacles coming in. There's some kind of collaboration that's coming in. It's like this King of Wands in the reverse is exiting the scene, right? Whatever kind of deceit, whatever kind of lies is now being addressed by the divine. And now a King of Pentacles comes into the game. They come in, Chariot in the reverse to the Sun. It's like whatever this was, it led you into something so much better, into something much more abundant and more prosperous. It's like if this kind of painted the picture of being this was like this is the one that was like there was nothing to back this up, right? It was like a facade. It was some kind of like a paradigm, a whole lie that was built. It was not the real one, okay? And now that this is being divinely addressed, okay, some kind of divine intervention is coming in to set the scales straight, the real one comes in. The real one steps into the building because this is a shadow king. This is a real king. This King of Wands is in the reverse, whereas this King of Pentacles is in the upright. Now that the situation has been addressed, the real one is stepping into the scene. So King of Pentacles to the Sun, to the Chariot in the reverse. There's some kind of desperate energy around you. Could have been a group of people, could have been a person, but they were willing to do whatever it took to get what it is that they wanted out of you or out of the situation. And we have 777. You're coming into union with this King of Pentacles. Whether it's a work collaboration, a business partnership, a friendship, a new relationship, whatever it is, you're coming into union with this King of Pentacles in the upright. Because this is the real one, and this one was just the shadow of what they presented themselves to be. And it's going to bring a lot of happiness into your life. For a lot of you, you already know how this dynamic, like who was who in this dynamic. Because the Chariot in the reverse, this is someone who's not afraid to trample or run over whoever is in the way to get what it is that they want, to get what it is that they need. And again, we have all these shadow cards. When it's in the reverse, it showcases the shadow side, the negative side of the card. Whereas this one's in the upright, so it shows the side of the light. This one's someone who's upright, this is someone who's honest. Someone who's coming in with an offer in hand, and it's leading to a lot of happiness. So yeah, it's like you had to go through this situation that some way, somehow, it's like you reversed Uno, everything that they were trying to do to you. Now it's happening to them. You were like some kind of instant karma to them. The divine steps in, and now that you've cleared this out, the real one comes in. The real one steps into the house, the Sun. So, wow. Okay, Holy Spirit, tell us more. What is this Ace of Cups for Pisces? What exactly is this? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Swords. Whatever this is happening very, very fast because Eight of Wands represents momentum, communication, emails, phone calls. Three of Pentacles, being compatible. You and this King of Wands, this King of Pentacles, I keep saying the King of Wands, but the King of Wands is the previous energy. Whoever the shadow is, that's the previous energy. The King of Pentacles in the upright is the new energy that's coming in with the Three of Pentacles. You guys are compatible. There is a really good collaboration here of working together. And then the Page of Swords. This is someone that you can learn from. This is someone that, like sparks your curiosity. And there's a lot to learn from them. Like you are able to take that. you're able to take the place of the student and really learn from them because they have a lot of valuable information and you perceive them to be honest and upright. Whereas this one, you were kind of taking the place of the hangman. Not wanting to attach and untether yourself from the situation, and also viewing things from a different perspective to where you get the illumination and you see right through what they were trying to do. Whereas this one, you're more so open and willing to work with. Okay, tell me more, Holy Spirit. Why the Queen of Swords? What is the Queen of Swords doing here? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take those cards. I'm going to put them back. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Okay. So with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, whoever the energy was in the past, it came in fast. It came in really fast. It could have even felt like love bombing. Like it could have come in like fast, hot and heavy, like trying to push you into something, trying to get you to act quick, and you perceive that as a red flag and you release it. Okay, you've seen it as a red flag, and now the Knight of Pentacles is someone who comes in slow and steady, but there's this consistency. They can back up their words with actions. They show up, and they show up with the pentacle. They show up with the offer. They don't just talk about it, okay? Because King of Wands in the reverse with the Page of Swords is all talk and no action. Whereas the King of Pentacles comes in with an actual pentacle, with an offer, and the Knight of Pentacles, they stay consistent. So it's like you spot the red flags and you're able to sever ties with the red flags, and you now see the consistency, and you see, again, someone who can back up their words with actions and someone who's all talk and no action. And then Ten of Cups. Yeah, it leads to some kind of emotional fulfillment. If this is a business, if this is some kind of investment or business deal or relationship or friendship, it's like it brings that emotional fulfillment. Whereas the other one would talk about the emotional fulfillment, this one brings it in with something physical. It's like one talks about it while the other one backs it up. Yeah, so it's like you're not allowing the words to sweep you off your feet. Like you're looking at actions and results, and you're looking at the physical proof rather than the empty words. So it's like it's a very obvious thing. Like they really can't get one up on you. It's like you can see it. Ace of Swords, yeah, you can see right through it. You have the clarity, you have the answers that you need. Holy Spirit, tell me more. What exactly is the Ace of Swords? What information is this? What is this clarity for Pisces? What exactly is the Ace of Swords for Pisces, Holy Spirit? Knight of Cups. Tell me more. Wow, we have a power couple. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and then we have the Hermit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Pisces, you are going off of knowing things and not just feeling things. Like you're going off of insight and not just your intuition, which is a good thing, because insight means that you have the facts, you have the results, you have the logic, right? Whereas water can just be like you're feeling into it, right? You have the emotions and the feelings, which again, when it's completely connected to your intuition, then it's accurate, right? But emotions and feelings aren't always connected to intuition. You have to know how to discern that. And so right now, you're going off of very like tangible proof and results, right? You're not just going off of words or empty words, like you're going off of the actual results to back up those words, to back up those actions. The Hermit. Yeah, you spent a lot of time in introspection. So you know yourself very well, and you also can see things from a distance to where you don't attach yourself emotionally. You can pull yourself out of the situation and view things objectively, and pull yourself out of being the main character and view things from third person point of view. And this is why they can't really get anything past you. Knight of Cups, a lot of offers are coming to you now, We got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And not every one of these offers is going to, like, you're not going to allow every single one of these offers to come into your life. Like, you're going to be very, very discerning which one you're going to invest into, which one you're going to buy into, which one you're going to allow into your field, and which ones are not going to be the best, like, in your best interest. Because the Seven of Swords is someone who, again, can look the part, can even show certain signs, like they know exactly what to say, but it's empty. Like, it's just empty words. That's the thing, Pisces, is something about, like, not fully closing off, but discerning what can come in. Not just because the gate is open can anybody come in, right? It's like you have that sword in hand for a reason, because you're ready to use it if you have to. The Star, yeah, okay? You're being guided by the Star. You have a dream that you are materializing. You've had a vision, and this is what pulls you forward. You have a North Star. So you don't allow the worldly realm to kind of pull you into things that are shallow or into things that are not going to be fulfilling to you. And because you have a North Star, because you know what your direction is in life, because you know what it is that you're trying to manifest, because you know what it is that your vision is, a lot of these things can't really get to you. And so this is why a lot of people have taken interest in you, Pisces, because you have this sense of guidance that is not really tied to this earthly realm. You have a sense of direction, and that's very attractive to other people, but some people don't have the best intentions. The Lovers, and then the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Some people have really tried to hold on to you. Some people may even think that you are their soulmate, and they feel like they have to be in your life, or like they are holding on to you, or they're holding on to an idea of you. But you've had to make decisions out of a place of logic and clarity. You've had to make decisions that were tough calls, that if you would have been connected to your emotions, maybe you wouldn't have been able to pull it off. Because it's like the emotions can influence you in a very different way, whereas the logic will show you the facts. Okay, it's like no matter how you feel, no matter what the emotions are, you still know what you have to do, and you're still able to disconnect from the emotions and think objectively and think long term what's going to be most beneficial to you. Because the Lovers is not just about coming into union, it's also about making decisions. Yeah, some people might have thought that they were meant to be in your life, or that you were some kind of soulmate and they were trying to hold on to you, or at least the idea of you, and it just was not aligned for you. It was not beneficial to you. Temperance in the reverse. Whoever these people were out of balance, okay? They were out of balance, and that was not beneficial to you. Like, it was not something that was going to take you to where you wanted to go. Because you have stronger guidance coming from the Star. You have a North Star. You have direction. You know what your purpose is. You know what you're here to do. And anything lower than that, anything, like, it's just going to be very shallow compared to what the Star can offer you. It's like they can align to you, but they shouldn't try to bring you down and get you to align to them with lies and deceit. Like, that's not how it works. You can see right through it. Even if you care, you'll still sever ties. Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, whoever this person is, or whoever these people are, they were holding on, and there was some kind of wounds that were triggered. Okay, Four of Swords in the reverse is needing to heal. There's an inner wounded child, and so it can show up as immaturity. It can show up as kind of like bleeding on people who didn't cut them, right? Like projecting their pain, projecting their trauma onto other people, knowing that they haven't done the healing work, but still trying to hold on to you. 4-4 in the reverse. The Fool in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you did not take a leap of faith on this situation, okay? Or on these people, or on this person. Because Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, this was a false start. There was nothing to really back this up. There was no foundation. And you had to make the decision to follow your North Star. Yeah, there's a wish fulfillment. There's a wish granted for you. This is why, Pisces, whoever you are on the right path. So hold on to your North Star. Keep following this internal guidance, because this earthly realm is going to try and distract you from what it is that you've been granted. It's like the divine heard your prayers, okay? And this wish has been granted, but you have to continue on your path. You can't get off the path. So you did the right thing. Not taking a leap of faith on this was actually the right thing to do, because Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There was nothing to back that up. So the star coming in, expectations fulfilled, wishes granted, opportunities, healing after traumatic events, knowing you are on the right path, inspiration, renewed hope. I expect miracles. Sink into the dreamlike inspiration of the star. She sends the message of divine timing and renewed hope, and she guides you to reach for the string of serendipity and faith. Your future is increasingly bright, and you are blessed by the universe. Exactly. This is why they were trying to keep you, and this is why they were trying to attach to you, because they know that you've been divinely blessed, and they know that you have a purpose, you have a mission, and you've been, like, the divine hears your prayers, and you've been granted this wish fulfillment. This is why they were trying to keep you and attach themselves to you. But the thing is, they were trying to pull you off the path. They weren't trying to go with you. They were trying to pull you to them with Seven of Swords, lies and deceit. Yeah, Pisces, this Fool in the reverse talks about not taking that leap of faith on those things that are not aligned, or those things that can be shallow. So you did the right thing when it comes to this decision, because this is where you're meant to be. This is your path. This is your North Star. Your core purpose is beginning to bubble at the surface of your reality, and your path is intrinsically tied to your biggest mission and the brightest opportunities for expansion. Step onto the path of fulfillment and happiness with starlight to guide you. Allow your innate essence to shine through any residual darkness now. Uncover any limiting beliefs or self-doubt that you are holding on to. Find the courage to voice any unexpressed emotions, and release every bit of outgrown energy that is anchoring you to the past. It is time to release and ascend. As you let go, you will focus on the future, and you will find your biggest source of inspiration and love. The stars are aligning in your favor, and it's time to trust them. Exactly, Pisces, you are on the right path. So don't let anything or anyone distract you from your mission, from your purpose, and from your North Star. Holy Spirit, tell me more. What is this Knight of Wands for Pisces? What exactly is the Knight of Wands for Pisces? Two of Pentacles in the Moon. It feels like you broke out of some kind of illusions, Pisces. Like you broke out of some kind of feeling out of control, or feeling like you were underwater, and kind of balancing out. Should you go towards the future? Should you stay where you are? It's like the past trying to pull you down in one direction, while the future was pulling you up in a different direction. And it's like you followed your heart, you followed your passion, you followed the flame, and that allowed you to sever ties with the moon energy. Because moon energy talks a lot about unanswered questions, a lot of things remaining underneath the surface, feeling like you're going underwater, not knowing which direction to take. It's like you chose your passion, you chose the flame, you chose yourself, and that was the right choice to make. Because it's guiding you to these connections. It's guiding you to this King of Pentacles coming in. And then the Sun coming in here as well. You got the Sun and the Star. You're on the right path. Holy Spirit, tell me more about the Sun. What do you want Pisces to know about the Sun? Five of Wands. The Magician in the reverse, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Some people here were triggered by your happiness. The Five of Wands. Some people were triggered by your happiness. And they're triggered by your positivity. They're triggered by your light. It triggers them. It irritates them. Because they can't manifest like you can manifest. The Magician in the reverse. They can't manifest like you because they're feeding into lower vibrational energies. They're feeding into the negativity. They're feeding into toxic competition, into gossip, into chaos. This is what they feed into. And the Magician being in the reverse means their manifestations are not coming into reality. Whereas you tuning into this positive energy, tuning into the sun, this is how you master manifest. This is how things just naturally come to you because you raise your vibration, whereas they do the entire opposite. And this is what triggers them about you. How you manifest and your happiness literally triggers them. 10 of Swords in the reverse. These are the kind of people that will do whatever it takes to get whatever it is that they want, even if that means betrayal. 6 of Cups. These can be people from your past, previous relationships that still have some kind of attachment to you. But nothing positive comes from them, okay? Pisces, keep your energy high vibrational. If you need to sever ties, if you need to cut some people out or some situations out, do so, because you are almost there. You're almost to the start. And you need to allow yourself to be guided by the divine and not by this earthly realm, because they can create a lot of distraction. They can create a lot of chaos around you. Okay, I want to know more about this King of Pentacles, because this was coming in as well. For some of you, this person already came in. For some of you, this person is about to come in. But cutting off this other person that was in the shadows, 7 of Swords in the reverse, lying and deceiving, is what's making space for this King of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, who is this King of Pentacles to Pisces? And what are they doing here? Seven of Cups. The Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who's very good with the earthly realm, okay? Very good with the 3D energies. They may want to get into some kind of contract with you, because the Devil also talks about contracts. And it has to do with abundance. It has to do with resources. It has to do with money or work, potentially, some kind of investments or business. But then 7 of Cups, you're a little bit undecisive when it comes to signing any kind of contract or getting into some kind of commitment. I just noticed we have a counterpart here. We have 2 divine counterparts. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, and we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you will be finding your match, okay? Could be in terms of business partnerships and friendships, in relationships, whatever this is, you will be finding a divine match, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic thing. It can be a collaboration. It can be someone who shares the same ideas, the same values, the same beliefs as you. And the Devil talks about getting into a contract or some kind of commitment. But there's a little bit of hesitation on your part about making that decision. See how he kind of offers that pentacle, but she already has a pentacle in her hand? So you're a little bit hesitant to get into some kind of commitment or to sign some kind of agreement. Because this is the power couple that talks about commitment. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups. What do you want Pisces to know about the 7 of Cups? Like, don't be too quick in getting into some kind of contract or agreement unless you're fully, like, it fully resonates for you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What is the 7 of Cups for Pisces? 5 of Pentacles. Why the 5 of Pentacles, Holy Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the 5 of Cups, the World in the reverse, and the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, yeah, you're hesitant to get into some kind of contract or some kind of commitment because in the past, you repeated a lot of lessons with people that disappointed you. 5 of Cups. World in the reverse. You feel like there's some unfinished business and cycles that didn't fully close out. And because of that, you don't want to repeat cycles. You don't want to feel like you're entrapped or tied down to a situation that makes you feel, restricted in some kind of way. So what is your advice for Pisces when it comes to this, Holy Spirit? What is your advice? This is why you're hesitating. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Don't walk away too soon, Pisces. is what Spirit is saying. Don't walk away too soon. Find other ways to make it work. If you don't want to sign a contract or get into a commitment like right off the bat, allow things to unfold naturally until you feel like it's fully aligned, right? But don't be super quick to walk away. 5 of Swords. And don't get in your head about it. Like, don't overthink the situation because you might make it more complicated than it has to be. Page of Wands. Yeah, okay, some of these, the way that you're going to know which direction to go or what decisions to make is you're going to feel that fire. You're going to feel that passion. If you feel that, take action on it. But if you feel like you're hesitating or you're overthinking or you're getting into some kind of analysis paralysis, take a step back. Don't be so quick to cut it off or to walk away. But also don't engage with it at a feeling like you have to, because you have a few things that have been repetitive in your life that you don't want to get yourself caught up in, okay? So that's what's coming in right now. With the 3 of Wands, there's a lot of new opportunities on the horizon. So again, don't be too quick to make a decision and don't be too quick to walk away, but remain open and discerning. It's like not every one of these options or not every one of these people is going to be in your best interest. But also allow things to unfold naturally with the 8 of Cups, not by jumping, like right into the situation unless you feel fully aligned, okay? Because Page of Wands talks about taking that inspired action. Let's see here. As the dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite the flame. If you're feeling the creator angst of not having any solid plans to bring these insights to life, let go of your need to formalize your plans right now. Giving your ideas the space they need to develop before sharing them prematurely will allow their wings to fully form. Their potency is limitless. Let them breathe. Spend any extra time in the pursuit of the imagination. If you're feeling any lack of ambition or drive, or feeling devoid of the inspiration that this card illuminates, know that you will find this fire when you allow yourself to dream. The page is the free spirit who carries infectious enthusiasm with her. Delight in her youthful, raw, and exuberant creative energy, and pay attention to the new ideas that are bubbling up to the surface at this time. You'll feel flashes of inspiration here, inspiration that comes bundled with massive potential. Yeah, Spirit is saying that there's a lot of new connections coming into you now. Don't be so quick to commit, don't be so quick to walk away, but allow things to start to take form and to develop naturally, because 3 of Wands, there's a lot of your shifts are coming in right now, but kind of allow it to flow, because if you go into something too quickly, you might repeat a lesson from the past, but if you cut it off too quickly, you may not allow it to unfold naturally. So there's some kind of a balancing act right here, whereas stay open and receptive, but also be very discerning. But Page of Wands to 3 of Wands, a lot of your creative passions are coming into life. They're materializing. They're starting to take form. They're starting to take shape. Any final advice for Pisces, Holy Spirit? Let's close off the reading. Any final advice for Pisces? 2 of Swords, King of Cups in the reverse, and the 6 of Swords. There's been a lot of transitions, and you may have decided to disconnect from your intuition, okay? Or your emotional, because not all your emotions and all your feelings, they're not all your intuition. Only some of them will lead or are connected to your intuition. And so there's a sense of disconnecting from that so that it wouldn't create any kind of inner conflict, so that you would be able to make clear decisions. But 6 of Swords, you've already transitioned from that phase of your life. So there's a need to reconnect to your EQ, to your emotional intelligence, so that you feel a lot more certain and secure in the decisions that you're making, so that it does feel aligned with your heart, so it does feel aligned with your goals. Queen of Cups, yeah, another power couple, okay? We have 3 power couples: King of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, okay? She's somewhere in here. And then King of Cups and Queen of Cups. Okay, a lot of unions coming in, Pisces, but also a need to balance out, right? Balance out between the earth, the air, and the water, and use all of the elements to make the decisions that most align with you and what it is that you want. But the Sun coming in, this is a big yes card to move forward with your plans, but to not be so quick to either jump into something or also cut something out. Allow it to unfold until it fully aligns with you. This is all I have for your reading, Pisces. Blessings. Take care.